Hi there, my name is Adam Scott, and you're here because you want to learn 3 key ideas that can, in general, put you in a stronger financial position over time. Stick around, we'll get right to it. The first thing is to consider how your spending connects as a system. Whether you're a young person, you're in your 20s, your family, if you have an expense somewhere that is a cash outflow, it's not okay to look at it and say, oh, well, we deserve that vacation, or we have to spend this money here. If you're in a position where you're net negative in terms of your cash flow, if you are spending more money each month than you're bringing in, that means you have to change your behaviors. It's nobody else's fault. Okay, it's not the government's fault. It's not your neighbor's fault. It's not the economy's fault. If you are spending more money, that means your decisions are creating an unsustainable financial position to where you're either accumulating debt or in the future, you'll have to rely on external methods to provide subsistence, such as subsidies or benefits from the government. This is a situation that if you can address it, and if you can align your spending with your budget by tracking cash flow, you can, in general, put yourself in a much better position long term. Second thing that I talk to young people and young adults and families about all over the place is that in our system, what you do and how you solve problems for people and the bigger problems you solve generally relates to how much you get on the other side in terms of outputs. So the inputs you put into providing solutions for people, that creates outputs. And those outputs are things they're willing to pay for. It's not about how hard you work, although hard work is usually really important. It's about what you can do for people. So if you're someone who's like, I'd like to make more money, I'd like to figure out how to be financially stable, and you are going into a career or you have some type of work that maybe a lot of people can provide, or it's something that doesn't really solve a big problem for someone else, you're probably not going to make much money in your life. And that's nobody else's fault. That's you choosing a problem-solving profession that maybe isn't in demand. And whether you think that's fair or not, that's the nature of the world we live in. So in general, people that I've worked with who solve bigger problems for people, who are either contractors, entrepreneurs, highly specialized professionals, they tend to get paid more because the things that they're doing for people, they're solving really big problems that are usually worth a lot more money to people on the other end. The third thing I talk to people about, and I love this one, is that young people, consider who you marry. Your choice of spouse is probably the most important thing, figuring out whether or not you're going to be financially stable in the future. And I'm talking I'm talking to young men specifically on this as well. It's not just about your spouse's decisions. It's not just about what kind of person you're going to marry and, are they good with money? Are they good playing defense on our budget? It's about you. I've worked with so many young people, young men, even people in my demographic or older, men specifically, that make really dumb financial decisions. They think they deserve that new car. They think they deserve that new toy. You're a young man, you think you deserve that new video game system. If you are going to start a family and you're going to get married and you're going to have children, you do not deserve those things. Okay, you need to take care of the people in your life, and that comes through sound financial decision making. Don't be the weak link in the chain as a husband and father. Step up, take ownership, control your financial decisions, and you can put yourself in a better position as a family. Now, how do you have these conversations with people? It's important that I've seen for people that have values that align, not only in terms of raising their children, but also finances. And those are conversations you have to have up front. Like, okay, what are we going to spend money on? Do we take vacations? Who's going to work? How much are we going to work? And what does that look like into our future? Now, look, these 3 things, obviously they're not guarantees, but in general, people that do these 3 things, I've noticed anecdotally, tend to have better financial outcomes. If you're still here, I appreciate you sticking around. Consider dropping a like and subscribe down below. A little bit more about me. I was a classroom teacher for 15 years. I taught AP economics, and then I went into the private sector as a business person. I've been doing that for quite a while. Let me know how I can help. Drop some questions below if there's anything I can do to support you. Stick around. I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here.